A record tobacco seizure in Edmonton signifies so much more than unpaid taxes. Alberta gaming, liquor, and cannabis investigators, supported by Edmonton police, seized nearly 158,000 cartons containing more than 31.6 million illegal cigarettes from a commercial property in June. The shipment was worth $29 million, which would normally fetch $9.4 million in provincial taxes. Moving 31.6 million cigarettes requires capital, transport, secure storage, communications, distributors, and a market capable of absorbing the product. It also requires a system to collect and move millions of dollars outside the legitimate economy. That is not casual smuggling. It is a functioning criminal supply chain. Canada continues to treat illicit tobacco mainly as a regulatory, public health, and revenue problem, while giving less attention to the organization behind the shipment. Cigarettes are useful to organized crime because demand is predictable, profits are high, and penalties are less severe than for fentanyl, firearms, or human trafficking. The trade can test routes, generate cash, and sustain the infrastructure needed for more damaging criminal activity. A truck may carry tobacco, cocaine, or precursor chemicals. Warehouses, front companies, cash couriers, and underground financial channels are equally adaptable. Once a network has reliable drivers, storage locations, and wholesale buyers, changing the commodity is easy. Criminal organizations understand this flexibility better than the agencies tasked with stopping them. In 2024, Alberta law enforcement response teams dismantled a fentanyl superlab near Valley View, Alberta. Investigators found processed fentanyl, 4,200 liters of suspected precursor chemicals, 1,500 liters of chemical waste, and industrial equipment. Police assessed that the facility had produced bulk quantities for years and supplied a wider Western Canadian market. The Valley View operation involved imported chemicals, specialized equipment, rural property, and interprovincial distribution. A separate investigation announced in May and led by Winnipeg Police with the RCMP and other agencies tracked a network that warehoused drugs in Alberta and moved them into Manitoba and Ontario. The investigation ended in 33 arrests and the seizure of 339 kilograms of methamphetamine, 175 kilograms of cocaine, and 11 kilograms of fentanyl, worth $37 million, and tied to Mexican cartels. Alberta is not just consuming illicit goods, it is being used as a production, storage, and distribution platform. Government still divides these threats by product and mandate. Tobacco may begin with a provincial regulator, drugs with a police unit, border movements with the Canada Border Services Agency, tax offenses with revenue authorities, and suspicious transactions with the Financial Transactions and Reports Analysis Centre of Canada. Each agency has a legitimate role, but the network can disappear between those jurisdictions. American authorities take a broader view. The U.S. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives states that illegal tobacco distribution often finances or launders proceeds for narcotics trafficking, violent crime, and terrorism. Its response includes financial investigations, asset seizure, and the dismantling of criminal organizations, not simply confiscating the product. Canada should apply that same logic to every major tobacco seizure. Investigators should identify who financed the shipment, who controlled the property, which businesses and vehicles supported distribution, and where the proceeds were intended to go. Names, addresses, telephone numbers, companies, and financial intermediaries should be compared against drug, firearms, border, and money laundering files. The cartons are evidence. The network is the target. The Edmonton seizure was an enforcement success, but its scale is also a warning. Alberta has now hosted an industrial fentanyl laboratory and the largest contraband tobacco seizure in provincial history. Both relied on capital, transportation, commercial space, and organized distribution. Canada will continue winning seizures and losing the larger fight until it stops treating illicit products as separate problems and starts dismantling the criminal supply chain that moves them. Please like and share this video and subscribe to our channel.